It is the Valance Classic Rock 97.5 K-Rock. It's Mike Campbell, Candice, Udle here this morning, and Tom Hamilton. Of course, you know him, the renowned bass player from Aerosmith. Now, Aerosmith is coming to Salmon Fest, and a lot of stuff to talk about. It's been a crazy year. What did you think of that 60 Minutes interview? Did you watch that after it was done?
Oh, yeah. I watched it with trepidation and quite a rapid heart rate. It was tough to watch. The way they formatted it was very much, they took comments that we made during very deep conversations, actually, that we had during the interview, and, sort of barraged Stephen with them. And I thought it was a little brutal the way they did it, but you know what? It was the truth. It was really everybody speaking what they were feeling, and, I cringed a little bit, because, when we did these interviews, we talked about a lot of things involving anger, and yet a lot of other things involving love and, brotherhood. And, the format they used was kind of take the whatever we said about Stephen that was negative and just nail him with it to get his reaction. And so he got pissed off and said a couple of things that kind of were demeaning to the rest of us. Yet the second it was over, I texted him and I said, "Hey, you did a great job," because I thought, he was put in a position of having to defend himself, and I thought he did it well.
I thought it was pretty cold. I mean, you could tell it was very calculated, especially when they zoom right in on his face. And
yeah, right. Mm-hmm. There was a couple of those, and also when we did the interview with Joey, Brad, and I, we were down in Bogota, Colombia. And Lara Logan, the correspondent, was down there. And when she came to do the interview, she had a very low-cut top on. It was, I'm like, okay, this is sort of get the band nervous with your cleavage and make them say stuff. And if you go and watch the interview, you won't see that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's how they do it.
That's an interesting fact.
They show their boobs and get you to talk about stuff. And then there you are.
You see,
that
Candice?
Really work?
Candice is not just you.
Works every time.
Wow, that's yeah. I gotta say, even as a fan, it was kind of difficult for me to watch. But that's what it is now. This new album that's coming out and the tour and everything, and this is the world that we live in today. You guys have been together so long through the ups and the downs, and now new album coming out and Salmon Fest, which is it's going to be huge. It's going to be the biggest show in our province ever, we believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. So, that makes me even more excited about having an album that's going to be just about done and having new songs to play because, it's just obviously is much more exciting when you can go out and show stuff that you just came up with. It just proves that you still have your creative spark.
Listen, Tom, stick around for a couple of minutes or something I want to play for you, okay?
I'll be here.
Okay. More with Tom Hamilton coming up on K-Rock.